Hello students, I am Dr. Anita Shankar. In the previous lecture, we discussed Girish Karnad as a playwright, and now we will be discussing about Tughlaq as a history play. A history play can be defined as a play based on historical narrative. History, along with tragedy and comedy, constitute the three main genres in the Western theatre. The best known example of history play are those written by William Shakespeare, namely Henry VIII, King John, Edward III, and others. Girish Karnad's Tughlaq meets the criteria of a history play as it represents events drawn partly from recorded history. Mohammed is Muhammad bin Tughlaq, who reigned from 1325 to 1351, was a polyglot, being well versed in Turkish, Sanskrit, Persian, and Arabic, a scholar of philosophy, mathematics, astronomy, calligraphy, and physical sciences. He has been described as a bundle of contradictions who could at times be benevolent or cruel, a dreamer or a man of action, liberal or a bigot. He is best remembered for his following disastrous projects: taxation in Doab, a fertile region between Ganga and Yamuna. By this policy, Tughlaq increased tax rate in Doab region on the ground of higher productivity, but failed to notice the change in circumstances in form of frequent famines and exploitation by his officers, leading to peasant unrest. Transfer of capital. The stated reason for the transfer of capital from Delhi to Daulatabad was better administrative control over the kingdom, but the king failed to foresee the adverse consequences of the forced migration on the population. Introduction of token currency. Muhammad Tughlaq declared bronze coins to have the same value as silver coins, but failed to take measures to prevent forging of fake bronze coins by the citizens, leading to disruption in the economy. Some other historical events which took place during the reign of Tughlaq are revolt of the Nawab of Awadh, the burning of Kanpur, the revolt in Bengal, the uprising in Deccan and Malabar, Amirs lacking trust in the Sultan. Using all the incidents during the reign of Muhammad Tughlaq, Girish Karnad attempts to depict the contemporary political mood of disillusionment following the 2 decades of idealism post-independence. Girish Karnad has himself commented, "What struck me absolutely about Tughlaq's history was that it was contemporary. The fact that here was the most idealistic, most intelligent king ever to come on the throne of Delhi, and one of the greatest failures also. And within a span of 20 years, this tremendously capable man had gone to pieces. This seemed to be both due to his idealism as well as the shortcomings within him, such as the impatience, his cruelty, his feeling that he had the only correct answer." Girish Karnad in Tughlaq used imaginary characters Aziz, Azam, and stepmother to enhance the ever-present ambiguities of Tughlaq and the impact of his shortcomings. Girish Karnad presents the historical incidents in a manner to show that Muhammad bin Tughlaq, despite his formidable skills, failed due to cardinal human shortcomings like impatience, viciousness, and conceit. Some historical themes which are prominent in the play are taxation in Daw, a very fertile region which could bear higher tax rate but due to famine had led to peasants protesting against the tax enhancement. This incident also showed Tughlaq's failure to rein in corrupt officers who brutalized the people and collected more than that was needed. When Tughlaq came to know about the ground reality, he reversed the tax policy, but corruption in the system led to failure. In scene 13, Aziz, a fictional character in the play who, through his cunningness and treachery, succeeds in manipulating the well intentioned policies of Tughlaq, reveals that due to the taxation disaster in the Doab, he was able to purchase lands in cheaper rates and thereafter collect from the state subsidy meant for the distressed farmers and thus once again gain the system to his advantage. Transfer of capital. In scene 1, Muhammad bin Tughlaq announces the shift of capital on the ground that Delhi is open to attack from invaders, while Daulatabad, which is a Hindu majority city, and the shifting would be a symbol of Hindu Muslim unity, and the shifting is voluntary. In scene 6, Muhammad, who has just survived an assassination attempt by the Amirs, on impulse orders the immediate evacuation of every citizen from Delhi. In scene 7, Aziz, disguised as a government official in charge of people's migration from Delhi to Daulatabad, is shown seeking bribe from a poor woman to permit her a day's respite from migration so that her sick child could get medical treatment. Ultimately, the child dies due to the insensitive officers of Tughlaq. Introduction of token currency. In scene 6, Muhammad informs the armies about his proposal to issue copper currency along with the silver currency, with the copper coin having the same value as that of the silver coin. The Sultan brought this on the principle that the circulation of currency is a matter of trust and confidence that the people having their Sultan. Scene 10 shows the stepmother informing Muhammad that there are 500 cartloads of counterfeit coins which are being exchanged for silver coins by the government. To which Muhammad replies that the counterfeit coins are going to be heaped in the new rose garden, symbolizing the end of idealism in Tughlaq and being hit by the harsh truth of reality that the policy has backfired. In scene 13, when Muhammad bin Tughlaq come to know about the true identity of Aziz, who along with Azam had also indulged in counterfeiting the copper currency. Thus, Tughlaq is a history play by Girish Karnad, in which he embellishes fact with fiction to present his perspective of Muhammad bin Tughlaq as a complex personality full of contradictions, gifted yet let down by the most rudimentary of human weakness. Thank you.